Hello everybody, I'm Terry Dijak. Well, my name's Teresa, but I go by Terry. I'm the local historian of Lincoln Acres. I'm the co-author of this 100th Centennial History book of Lincoln Acres. I'm co-author with Dr. Stephen Shoher. Dr. Stephen Shoher and myself, Teresa Dijak, we have did this labor of love published through the San Diego History Center in Balboa Park. So I'm here to share some information and history of Lincoln Acres. Lincoln Acres is 100 years old. Land went up for sale December 2nd, 1922. So Lincoln Acres, the community, is 100 years old. Lincoln Acres is named after President Abraham Lincoln, and you can buy an acre of land. So I'm standing here in the famous, show the park, I'm standing here in the famous Lincoln Acres Park. It's a beautiful small park for the community and neighboring neighbors to come with families to picnic and have a wonderful time. So right here, can you show this please? Show this. Real close up, I'm going to read it. This site is dedicated to the men and women who serve the Lower Sweetwater Fire Protection District. The Lincoln Acres Volunteer Fire Department began in 1943 as 40 Lincoln Acres residents agreed to volunteer in service to the community. The fire station, which once stood at this site, was constructed in 1945 and served as headquarters for the Lower Sweetwater Fire Protection District. The building was also a local civic resource. Now remember, it's a volunteer fire department. I want to emphasize volunteer. So the building was also a local civic resource, hosting events to help meet fire station needs and for other community service organizations. One of the organizations was the Boy Scout troop and the Girl Scout troop, who met at the fire station and other community. The fire station was used for other community meetings too. The Lincoln Acres Station needs and for other community serving organizations. The Lincoln Acres Volunteer Fire Department protected Lincoln Acres for decades, and the community is grateful for their public service. This is the member of the Lower Sweetwater patch that was put onto the firemen's shirts. So this plaque here, which is right by the flagpole, is right here in the center of the Lincoln Acres Park, honoring all the volunteers of the Lower Sweetwater Fire District. We thank the county for putting this plaque in here honoring them. So if you follow me, please. Right here are pictures. Pictures, get closer, you zoom in on them. Okay, so this is pictures from the newspaper articles from the National City Star News newspaper. Acres volunteer a special breed. And this article came out in 1984. Here is a picture of the fire station and the original old Lincoln Acres Library with all three fire trucks in the chief's car. Priceless picture, and it was taken in 1969. Here is a picture of a hut, but that symbolization what the Kumeyaay Indians would build. And here's another article, job at the fire station keeps women busy, and she was the telephone dispatcher. This picture here is a picture of today of the fire truck, the 1957 Peter Persh fire truck, bought brand new by the fire department. And this fire truck now is owned by Dano Hinkle, and he lives in Ramona. And here, this picture here is from the 1950s of the fire station, showing the men that volunteered. So over here to the right is, over here, Lower Sweetwater Fire Protection District. This is the Board of Directors office. Our fire station's gone today. We contracted National City. It's not here anymore, but we still have a board of directors that sovereigns and watches over our community's needs. Come on in. Have a seat, have a seat, have a seat. Okay, so right over here on the wall is the 57 Peter Persh fire truck that was sent to me, the historian. I'm the historian of Lincoln Acres, Teresa. And the owner sent this picture of the restored fire truck up in Ramona. So that is what our original fire truck. If you notice, it's a two-seater fire truck. There's no top on the fire truck, and there are no doors on the fire truck. So only 2 men can ride in the front. The other men would have to grab a hold of the back with a bar, and hang on by foot and hang on to the back of the truck to ride to fires. This fire truck only seated 2 adult people. It's a cool, old-fashioned, historical truck. Over here, on the door of the truck, it says Lower Sweetwater Fire District. This is Fire Chief Clinton Jones and 3 of the other firemen, and there's trophies right here. Trophies that they had won in the make and break contest that they would have with local fire departments. It's a very historical picture, and it's a wonderful picture that I'm so happy that we have it in this office. Here is a map of Lincoln Acres. It showed in the orange portion right here is the territorial land marks of where Lincoln Acres land is today. To the right is Paradise Hills. To the right's Paradise Hills. Over here would be Plaza Bonita Shopping Mall today. To the left would be National City Golf Course. And then of course it shows the freeway systems coming through. So this goes to show you the actual area graphicness of our community of Lincoln Acres. Up over here is Fire Chief Hardy Evans. If you notice, get closer, you can see it's the old fire trucks. This is before they bought the white 57 Peter Persh. They had old fire trucks that they used, and that's Chief Hardy Evans. And here's the picture that was on the front window that I showed you. And this is Hardy Evans right here, the same man right here, Chief Hardy Evans. And this is Chief Levitt, L-E-V-W-I-T-T. He's the first fire chief of the Lincoln Acres Fire Department. This is Chief Hardy Evans. He's the second fire chief of the Lower Sweetwater Fire District. So what we have here is we have the patches. This is the patch Lower Sweetwater Fire District, and this is the patch that was sold onto their uniforms. The uniforms are basically just a shirt with a pocket, nothing fancy, again, because we're volunteer fire departments. But of course, when they went to a fire, they got into the jumpsuits where they put their feet into it and they pulled it up, and there was fire retardant suits. So they did have those for the firemen to wear. But when they were just hanging out at the fire department, this is what they wore. This was their uniforms. Okay, so what we have here is we have Fire Chief Spencer. This is Fire Chief Spencer, and he's standing in front of the 57 Peter Persh fire truck. Shows you how it was a 1,000 gallons a minute pumper. It would pump out 1,000 gallons per minute. That's how powerful it was to hook up to the fire hydrant. It's a wonderful picture that is in honor of Chief Spencer. This is Fire Chief Clinton Jones. Fire Chief Clinton Jones. He's standing in front of a fire truck. So what happened is Fire Chief Spencer took an old truck and he put a water tank on the back of the truck, and he designed it. And the reason that they needed this type of fire truck is because Lincoln Acres is canyons. And if a fire was down in the bottom of the canyon, they wouldn't be able to get the 57 Peter Purse down into the canyon. So they had to have a truck, a four-wheel drive truck, that would be able to drive down into the canyons and be able to fight the fires. And so that's a wonderful picture of Chief Clinton Jones. This is Chief Wayne Culver, C-U-L-V-E-R. And we don't have a picture of Chief Wayne Culver in his fireman shirt. And this is a picture sent by his son of his dad, and he was a fire chief here. Again, these are volunteer fire chiefs now, they're not getting paid. So that's a wonderful picture of Chief Wayne Culver. This is Fire Chief Riley Jones. Fire Chief Riley Jones joined the fire department when he was 15 years old. You had to be 15 years old and be sponsored by an older fireman to be able to join the volunteer fire department for a whole year. Well, Riley joined at 15 years old, and by the time he was 20, he was an engineer. He was driving the fire trucks. And through the years, he worked his way up to assistant chief, to captain, assistant chief, and then finally the Fire Chief Riley Jones. Riley Jones was in the fire department for 27 years and he was 14 years on the board of directors. And this is a wonderful picture of Chief Riley Jones in front of the Lower Sweetwater 5560 fire truck. This is the last chief. Paul Long Jr. Paul Long Jr. moved to Arizona, and somehow I was able to find him. And he was so happy that we did the time to do this Lincoln Acres history book, and I mailed him a book. And he mailed me back just the biggest thank you letter. And that right there, I mean, I know that people thank people for my hard work and all the other people's hard work in preserving the heritage of Lincoln Acres. But this was very special that I was able to find Paul Long Jr., and he was the last fire chief of the Lower Sweetwater Fire District. So what we have over here is trophies. Yay! All right, now, so that's pretty exciting, okay? I know these younger generation don't really care about trophies, but back when I was a kid, it was a big deal to get a trophy. So these are trophies here, and trophies of the Make and Break Greenfield competition, Imperial Beach competition, Lower Sweetwater Fire District competition, and then they had on these trophies that had the time that they did. Make and Break competition is where they would take a fire truck and they would take the hoses off the fire truck and they would run with the hoses to a point and then run back to the fire truck and wind them up. And the team that did it the fastest won first place, second place, and third place. So these trophies here are different Make and Break competitions that they participated in, and it was a big deal. I mean, I still think I'm so humbled to be holding these trophies here. Okay, these trophies were donated by Clinton Jones, Fire Chief Clinton Jones family, to the historical room here at the Board of Directors office. And there's this trophy here. So the trophies came in different shapes and sizes, and I know, and they were made with wood, and they're just very special and very honoring to have them on display here at the office. And this right here is this is a plaque honoring Clinton Jones for his 33 years of service at the Lincoln Acres Fire Department. 33 years of service in the fire department. His brother Riley Jones spent 47 years in the Lincoln Acres Fire Department. Both these brothers had spent many years in this community working really hard for the people. This right here is the chief's hat, which if you look at some of the pictures from the 1950s, you'll see it's just a type of style hat. I mean, it was a style. And this right here was donated by Riley Jones. So, here's the old-fashioned fire helmets. There's not a whole lot to it. I mean, it's pretty simple. I mean, it's, but it's still, it's hard. Now, this is the Jones's fire helmet. You can see it says Jones on it. So this fire helmet was donated by Riley O. Jones. This is his fire hat, Chief Jones, that wore this hat. And it's wonderful that we have it in our archival of yesteryear. And these hats are heavy, so gosh, you know, just to put that thing on your head was something else. So come on over here, please. Now these are pictures here. Here is a 57 Peter Persh with Chief Harley Evans, and he's gassing up the fire truck. And it shows the engine, which is beautiful if you look at it really close. It shows the hood is up so you can really see the engine, showing you how much horsepower this truck has. Down here is, again, in front of the old fire station. The old fire station's gone today. It ain't here anymore. But here shows the fire stations, and here's Clinton Chief Spencer, and here's Riley Jones, and Clinton Jones, and just a whole bunch of people in front of the 57 Peter Persh. It's just a wonderful. Oh, also at the top of the fire station, right here at this top, this little thing right here, that was a siren. So back in the day, they didn't have cell phones, and they didn't have ways to, you know, get a hold of the volunteers if they were needed. So the siren would go off. And they sent that siren off for a good 2 minutes. And it was so loud, the whole neighborhood could hear it. And if the volunteers were home, they'd come running. You'd see them running down the street. They'd come over to the fire station to hop on the fire truck and respond to a fire. So that is what's at the top of this fire station, is an old-fashioned siren. Kind of cool. Sorry about my little demo, but you know, at least it gave these younger kids to understand what it was. So right over here is another picture of a 57 Peter Persh with another fireman on it, sitting with his grandchild next to him. And here's another picture of the fireman. And you can see the white hats. See the white hat right there that he's wearing? The white hat, that was the white hat I showed you over there. So over here, now this is special to me. This is my special wall. This is the badges. You can come closer. This is the lower Sweetwater Fire Protection District, Lincoln Acres badge. So here is the Chief's badge. Here is the Battalion Chief's badge. Here is an actual thing that was printed onto the church, the actual patch itself, a real patch. That one at the top is the member badge. So if you were just a member, you still had a badge saying that you were a member. The one to the right is the Battalion Chief's badge, and I can't see what that one says over there. Can you see it? What does it say? Okay. Okay. Well, anyway, and down here is the again, it says Lincoln Acres badge. This one's Assistant Chief badge, and this one is Captain, right here, a Captain badge. Now here's a picture of the fire station. It wasn't much to look at, but the fire station was long. It went all the way back because that big 57 Peter Persh truck had to go into the fire station. So this is a picture of it from the street, and you can see the siren on top. So that was pretty, it was, you know, it didn't look like much of a building, but you didn't realize how long it went back in there for 2 fire trucks to go in there. And there's another picture here. So right over here is a special picture right here. Right over here. This is inside the Lincoln Acres Library. These are former firemen. Skip Mills, let's see, Larry Baldwin, let's see, oh gosh, I can't think of the names of them now. Thomas, this is Eddie Thomas. And so these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 firemen here that showed up at the library to have this picture taken. It's very historical. I love this picture. I remember that day, and I treasure this picture forever, that they came together to honor the book project. So this is the, right over here, Lower Sweetwater Fire Protection wooden plaque that was outside on the front of the fire department, and it was 2711 was our fire station number. So these are just some archives that I had collected from private families and private homes, and it was a labor of love. And I'm very happy that these came from these private people, and they donate it to me so I can donate it into this board of directors office, so we can forever pay homage to all the volunteers from the Lower Sweetwater Fire District. Thank you.